All right, this is a top level important video. Please share this with everybody you know. Listen to what this woman said. This is the Illinois CV19 task force talking about CV19 numbers. Listen to what she says. I want to thank Coreyman X for bringing this to my attention. If you don't know who Coreyman X is, go to his YouTube channel. I'll leave the link in the description. And I'm sorry in advance for the music that's playing in the background. I'm not playing that music. Somebody else, whoever recorded this off their phone, recorded music in the background. Please try to disregard it. It's very distracting, but you got to listen to what this lady says. Check this out.
Teenage death, and can you tell us if the teenager in question had underlying conditions?
I don't have that information at my disposal at this time. I know we have had people of all age groups die. I just want to be clear in terms of the definition of people dying of COVID. So the case definition is very simplistic. It means at the time of death, it was a COVID positive diagnosis. So that means that if you were in hospice and had already been given, a few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death. It means that if technically...
By the way, her statement, already been found to have COVID, only means you were found to have tested positive. You can test positive for it and not even have it. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, but listen to this lady's words.
Even if you died of a clear alternate cause, but you had COVID at the same time, it's still listed as a COVID death. So everyone who's listed as a COVID death doesn't mean that that was the cause of the death, but they had COVID at the time of death. I hope that's helpful.
Hey, damn right it's helpful. Why didn't any of the reporters in this press corps press her on this question? Wait a second. Maybe you don't realize what you're saying. You're saying that if somebody tests positive for it, which there's an 80% false positive rate. In other words, you could test positive for it and not even have it. See, the PCR test, the polymerase chain reaction test, does not test for the virus. It's not looking for the virus. It's looking for an RNA sequence. Anything could cause that RNA sequence to actually be in your body. So if it finds that RNA sequence, not the virus, just the RNA sequence, which could be caused by toxins, bad water, bad food, vaccine injections. These are all stress, fear. What do we have now? High stress and fear. That can cause an RNA response or a chain reaction inside your system. And then when you get this PCR test, it's going to find that RNA sequence. It's going to find the sequence, not the virus, but it's going to tell the person who did the testing at the lab, oh yeah, they have COVID-19. They have CV19. They're positive. So what this lady is saying is if you basically were given 2 weeks to live by the doctor and they found that you tested positive for this, which means not that you have it, but that you tested positive for it, well, we're going to put that on your death certificate that was the cause of death. Or any number of things is what she's saying. So why didn't any of the reporters say, hold on a second, you got to understand what you're saying. You're saying basically you're throwing any number into that death pool number, and because that number is so high, you're freaking shutting down the economy. You're creating a situation where there's economic terrorism. People are going out of business. They're losing their lives and their livelihoods for this. And you're telling us that you're just throwing any old number? Yeah, if somebody was determined that, it's pretty much terminal, you're gonna go down. You're going to die. Might as well go start ordering your casket now. If they test positive for it, which it's 80% false positives, guys. Minimum of 80% false positives. Meaning if you test positive for it, you don't necessarily have it. You just tested positive for it. And if they do test positive for it, oh, what did he get in a motorcycle accident? Oh, he was on life support for about 2 days and he had a brain aneurysm and he died. Did he test positive for CV19? Oh yeah, put him in the Johns Hopkins fear porn map number. The governor was standing right there. This is Illinois, guys. The governor was standing right there. They know full well these numbers are fictitious. They're made up. And based on those numbers, they're shutting people down. They're locking people in their houses. They're telling them you got to wear masks. You can't go to work. You got to wear gloves. You got to wash your hands 50 times a day. You got to follow these draconian, tyrannical measures and laws and edicts. Yeah, we know you're going out of business. Yeah, we know you can't feed your food. There are people in socialist breadlines right now. There are people asking for handouts at food banks because they can't support their families. They can't buy food for their kids. There's no food on their shelves in their homes because of this freaking number, and they know it. And no reporter is going to sit there and hold their feet to the fire and say, well, why are you doing this? You got to be kidding me. You know the numbers are fictitious. That's what you just said. You're throwing even a terminal patient who you think might have it into that number and scaring the hell out of everybody and shutting stuff down. And the suicide rate's going up. Drug abuse and alcoholism is going up. Domestic violence is going up. People are destroying themselves because they don't know what else to do. They're in a catch-22. They've been violated by their governments, forced to shut down. Small towns are telling businesses, oh, if you open up, we're going to shut your water off. We're going to shut your electricity off. We're going to take away your business license. They're threatening them with force and violence because of these fictitious numbers. Please share this, guys. I'm going to play this back one more time. Listen very carefully to what she said.
Here with this case, if so, is this the state's first teenage death? And can you tell us if the teenager in question had underlying conditions?
I don't have that information at my disposal at this time. I know we have had people of all age groups die. I just want to be clear in terms of the definition of people dying of COVID. So the case definition is very simplistic. It means at the time of death.
And what she's talking about with this case definition, we're talking about the World Health Organization U07.2 that basically gives doctors and nurses a license to fudge on the numbers on death certificates. Oh yeah, just put that number in there. That's what she's talking about.
It was a COVID positive diagnosis. So that means that if you were in hospice and had already been given, a few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death. It means that technically, even if you died of a clear alternate cause, but you had COVID at the same time, it's still listed as a COVID death. So
a clear alternate cause is still listed as a CV-19 death. Can you get more dishonest? Can you get more corrupt? Can you get more criminal? This is economic terrorism, and they're not doing it because they think it might be good for the community. They're doing it knowing they're fudging the numbers. They know they're being dishonest. They're padding those numbers. They're inciting fear. They're releasing stress. They're destroying lives and livelihoods. They know it.
Everyone who's listed as a COVID death doesn't mean that that was the cause of the death, but they had COVID at the time of death. I hope that's helpful.
Can I have a follow-up question?
If you guys find, I have not been able to find the original video. I want to hear what the follow-up question was, if there was a follow-up question. I'll withhold judgment for the press corps, but if they don't press her and say, then why is Illinois shut down? Why are all these states shut down? Why all the draconian laws? Why are you forcing people against their will to close their businesses? If there's no line of questioning like that, I got a big issue with that. Please share this with everybody you know. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.